It's time now for the Peter Channel new news report on this Monday afternoon, July 25th, 2016. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins, and I hear 12 noon as news headlines on this Monday afternoon. Top story at 12 noon is the Democratic National Convention was supposed to be false. Typically produced one when the establishment struck back with the Debbie Wasserman Schultz asked on the eve of the convention. At least 2 people were killed and more than a dozen others injured after shooting outside a Florida nightclub hosted for an event to teens, officials said early Monday. New York Forensic Communications said on Monday it would buy Yahoo Incorporated court internet properties for $4.83 billion in cash to expand its digital advertising media business and in a protected sale process for the fading website. Police officers examined on Monday the area where Syrian refugee blew himself in an Ansbach, Germany, as he pledged loyalty to ISIS, officials said. Wind whip flames raged overnight in the steep rugged mountains of the Santa Clarita Valley, charred more than 53,000 acres and threatened thousands of homes. Texas Sheriff Officer Faley shot at Austin area home. A female tourist was mauled to death by a Siberian tiger while tipped to rescue her daughter, who was dumped out of the beast during her tour inside a Chinese safari park. Just days after a bloody coup attempt took Turkey, WikiLeaks dumped some 300,000 emails that they chose to call Erdogan emails in the response. Turkey's internet government's body swiftly blocked access to WikiLeaks. Beijing, China scored a diplomatic victory on Monday as Southeast Asian nations dropped the U.S.-backed proposal to mention a landmark international court ruling against Beijing's territorial claims in the South China Sea in a joint statement. An ISIS-claimed suicide car bombing left 16 people dead outside of Iraqi town on Monday. Pictured here, an Iraqi policeman walks by a damaged car to inspect the site of a suicide bomb attack claimed by ISIS earlier this month. Mosul, Iraq. Islamic State fighters in Mosul, Iraq number between 5,000 and 10,000. A spokesman for the U.S.-led military coalition as a coalition events on the city. Rio de Janeiro, a New Zealand athlete said he had been kidnapped by Rio de Janeiro near a military place and forced to draw about $800 from different ATMs around the city. Joseph County, Indiana. Authorities in northern India investigated an incident in which 14 dogs were found dead inside a truck. Police say the closed body would have been wrapped in plastic rolled in a carpet beyond a home on Detroit's west side. The Detroit News and WJBK TV reported that the body was discovered early Monday in circumstances of the death. Iowa City, an University of Iowa football player said he was playing Pokemon Go in a public park when he was mistaken for a suspected bank robber surrounded by police in search at gunpoint. Ankara, Turkey. Turkish authorities have issued warrants for the arrest of 42 journalists following their failed coup on July 15th. New York. Donald Trump got a post-convention match following the lead over Hillary Clinton in the CNN and ORC survey by the CBS poll shows a deadlock race. Denver. A Carol Baker went to the U.S. Supreme Court to hear his case on a refusal to make a wedding cake for a same-sex couple citing his religious beliefs. Philadelphia. The Democratic National Convention is scheduled to be gaveled in order at 4 p.m. on Monday in Philadelphia's Wells Fargo Center. U.S. stock slipped from the record levels on Monday as oil weighed on energy shares and as investors awaited this week's Federal Reserve monetary policy meeting. Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's plans for comprehensive, bold fiscal spending this fall isn't getting a warm reception among economists who say that while stimulus package may temporarily bolster the economy, they prefer he focus on long term. CEO says customers will pay more than to this future. Sprint CEO Marcel cleared to the group of Wall Street analysts on Monday just when he hears Sprint stock jumps as much as 22% as it prepares to raise prices. Guangzhou, China. Beijing debuted its individually made HG-600 amphibious aircraft in July, government statement said. Washington Energy Solutions Services has received a $12 million contract for services to process materials from several naval nuclear propulsion program sites. Washington Huntington Ingalls received a $194 million U.S. Navy contract modification for the refueling complex overhaul of the USS George Washington. Abu Dhabi. United Arab Emirates, South Korea will manage 4 nuclear reactors under construction in the United Arab Emirates. A deal worth about $880 million, officials said Monday. Columbus, Georgia. The takeover of Carmike Cinema is incorporated by AMC Entertainment Holdings Incorporated will form the United States' largest movie theater chain. Regulators have formally concluded greenhouse gas emissions from airplanes pose a threat to the environment, the first step toward the new federal rules. London. New Zealand killer predators are seeking to safeguard the future of its kiwis, parrots, and hobbits. New Zealand has just made the world's first decision to eradicate all wild predators by 2050. The Zika epidemic could be over in 3 years, but by some 93.4 million people may have been affected, including 1.65 million women of childbearing age, and tens of thousands of babies could be affected. The child and profit sweets, the brownie cookie, bear-shaped candy, and left the kitchen countries just asking to be gobbled up as marijuana edibles are getting into children's hands in Colorado, study said. Women more resilient to Alzheimer's gene effects. Alright, take a look at some local news. Boston, gas prices in Massachusetts continue to drop in an hour, the lowest level in this time of the year since 2004. Two-way Northeast reported Monday that self-serve regular selling for an average of $2.14 per gallon, 2 cents lower than a week ago. The price is also 2 cents below the production average, of the same grade of 50 cents lower than it was a year ago. AAA found a wide range of prices for self-serve regular for a low of $1.95 to high of $2.49 a gallon. Springfield, Massachusetts man went in what police say was a stolen motorcyclist died in a crash in Springfield. Alright, take a look at the stock and commodity report. The Dow down 95.40 points at 18,475.45. SP 5 down 11.46 at 2,163.57, and NASDAQ down 11.87 at 5,087. European markets DAX up 50.78 at 10,190.24. FTSE down 20.35 at 6,710.13, and CAC up 6.90 at 4,388. Asia markets. Nikkei down 6.96 at 16,620.29. Shanghai up 3.99 at 3,016.80, and HSI up 29.17 at 221,993.44. Oil markets down $4 at 43.15. Brent 44.33 down 96 cents. Natural gas 2.749 down 28,000 points. Gold markets down 4.10 at 1319.30. Silver 19.71 up 21,000 points, and copper 2.221 down 145,000 points. Bonds, US 10 years, 1.5662%, down 2,000 points. Fund 10 years, 0.04%, down 3,000 points. And Germany's 10 years, 0.242%, down 6,000 points. And the FX bonds, European US dollar, 1.98, up 7,000 points. US dollar, WTN, 106.3, down 300 points. And Great Britain, US dollar, 1.3132, up 26,000 points. Alright, take a look at commodities. Wheat 420.5 up 3 1/4. Soybean 97 3/4 down 6 1/2. Corn 339 1/2 down 2 1/4. Sugar 92 up 33 cents. Coffee 139.65 down 2 1/4. Cotton 71.95 down 73 cents. Red rice 10.345 down 6 cents, and cocoa 2008.54 down 32. Live cattle 112.45 up 2 1/2. Lean ox 75.05 down 225,000 points, and FD cattle 141.75 up 3875. Okay, check out New England incident alerts at 12:08. 2 hours ago in New Bedford, Massachusetts, 140 southbound near exit 4. More accident well with 3 injuries. 3 patients were transported to area hospitals. Peter Challendusa 12:08 on this Monday afternoon. Time out for our spot report. The Boston Red Sox will take on the Detroit Tigers in the first of a 3-game series at Fenway Park. Game time 7:10 p.m. The NFL found no evidence that Peyton Manning used human growth hormone or performance enhancing drugs. The league said in a statement on Monday. Deshaun Watson is back from his last year's college football playoff as a runner-up, and with that, there is little debate in the ACC media poll about who will be the conference champions in 2016. John Fell said Brett Singh has been a godsend, and defensive tackle Douglas retired as an Arizona Cardinal. Peter Challendusa is now 12:08 on this Monday afternoon, and it is time now for a traffic and trend report. Let's start off on the MBTA, where the Red Line Braintree Branch experienced minor delays on Monday and Tuesday through early weekend track work. SL5 experienced minor delays due to traffic on the Silver Line. Commuter Rail, it is Providence train 8:18, 11:10 a.m. inbound is operating 5:10 minutes behind schedule between Attleboro and South Station due to Amtrak train traffic. And on the ferries, they are looking good. And now, look at the highways and byways of New England. First, the highways and byways of 95 on the southbound side of the Bronx, the George Washington Bridge in New York City, Sogo, Link, Long Expressway, westbound side is expected from 678 down through Midtown Manhattan. Link, Tillman, westbound side, it is Sogo. Belt Parkway is sold for the Brooklyn stretch. Ferris and Nerve Bridge on the westbound side, it is backed up. And Frog's Neck Bridge on both ends at Sogo is as a Bronx Whitestone Bridge. 95 of both ends is sold from Norwalk Collier to Greenwich. Merritt Parkway and southbound side, it is sold from 7 and Merritt Parkway eastbound side, also Greenwich Stretch. 95 on the northbound side, also the New Haven Stretch. Merritt Parkway and southbound side, it is back to Hamilton Stretch. 91 on the northbound southbound side, also on 691 in Meriden, Connecticut. I-84 eastbound side is back to after Route 8 in Waterbury, Connecticut. 91 on the northbound side, also on I-84 in downtown Hartford, Connecticut. 395 on the northbound side, also on Montfield, Connecticut. Mass parking on the westbound side is off from Palmer all the way to 291 in Springfield. 291 on the southbound side is backed up after the mass parking in Springfield. 91 on the southbound side, so 291 to 57 in Springfield. Acton, Central Massachusetts, mass parking in the eastbound side, it is sold after 146 in Middlebury. Mass parking change 293.95 in Worcester, it's Sligo. 295 on the southbound side, it is sold from Route 6 in Johnston all the way to 37 in Cranston. 95 on the northbound side, so Edwards Avenue to downtown Providence. Route 6 on the westbound side, so from Southwood to Sandwich and Route 3 on the northbound side is backed up in South Plymouth after Route 6. 195 on the eastbound side, also on the Somerset Stretch. Route 3 on the southbound side, also on Route 18 in Weymouth. Route 3 on the northbound side, it is over 228 Rockland to Derby Street in Hingham. Service Expressway on the northbound side, so from the Braintree split to Quincy. 128 on the northbound side, it is slow around Route 37 in Braintree. 495 on the south northbound side is backed up before the Mass Pike out in Westborough. 120 on the northbound side, it is sold between Route 2 in Weston and Route 3 in Burlington. 120 on the southbound side, also the Burlington Stretch. 495 on the southbound side, it is backed up before 290 in Marlborough. 495 on the northbound side, also on Route 2 in Littleton. 93 on the northbound side, also on Long Stretch. Up in I-87 on the southbound side, it is sold between Glens Falls and Saratoga Springs. I-89 on the northbound side, it is backed up on Devon and New Hampshire. 95 on the northbound side, it is sold from Portsmouth, Hampshire, up in Kittery, Maine, headed towards the Maine Turnpike. And I-89 on the southbound side are also up to the Canadian border up in Vermont, but highways and byways of Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine are looking good at 93 on the northbound side, backed up after 393 in Cork, New Hampshire. Okay, channel news time, 12:12 on this Monday afternoon, and it is time now for a weather report. And it is another hot one in store. Our current conditions here in North Massachusetts at 12 p.m. 90 degrees of temperature with a humidity of 59%, and the dew point is a sticky 74 degrees. And barometer is 29.85, falling slowly, wind speed east northeast of 1 mile an hour. And taking a look at the current conditions around the region, it is 79 degrees out of Logan, Boston, 82 in Beverly and Gloucester, pair of 88s in Fitchburg and Concord, 84 in Worcester, 90 in Norwood, 88 in Taunton and Bedford and Plymouth, 82 in Provincetown, 79 in Falmouth, 81 in Chatham and Martha's Vineyard, 8 in Providence, 81 in New Bedford, 81 out of Newport, Rhode Island, 80 in Buckham, 80 in Montauk, 81 in Islip, and in New York City, 82 in Bridgeport and New Haven, and New London, Connecticut, 86 in Danbury, 84 Waterbury, Connecticut, 8 in Meriden, Connecticut, 91 in Hartford and Windsor, Connecticut, 90 in Springfield, 84 in Greenfield, Massachusetts, 82 in Silver Springs and Albany, New York, and North Adams and Pittsfield, Massachusetts, 84 in Bennington, Rutland, Vermont, 81 in Rutland, Vermont, 79 in Lebanon, New Hampshire, 77 degrees out in Luckoy, New Hampshire, 82 in Concord, New Hampshire, and in Keenan, Jefferson, New Hampshire, 84 in Manchester and Nashville, New Hampshire, and 81 degrees up in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and up in Portland, Maine. Alright, take a look at our current map situation around the country, and it shows a station front stretching from Nevada, stretching all the way down from Missouri, bridge of the cold front from Missouri, up into the Canadian border, up into Ontario, bridge with a pink front with low pressure stretching from western Quebec, and a warm front stretching from western Quebec, and down through western New England, bridge of the cold front up the Pennsylvania stretching at the sea, up for stretching from Maryland down to North Carolina with a high pressure area around the Great Smoky Mountains of Tennessee and Georgia, and high pressure ridges from southern Colorado down for western Texas, and a pair of environments with low pressure centered around Montana, and a former with low pressure ridge stretching from southeastern British Columbia down for eastern Washington, Oregon, and Nevada, and former stretching the northern and central portions of California, and a former from southeastern Texas down for Houston, down for the Gulf Coast. 79 degrees at temperature in Detroit, 87 in Pittsburgh, 92 in Washington, D.C., 90 in Atlanta, Georgia, it's 87 in Dallas, Texas, and Miami, Florida, it is 89 degrees in Brownsville, Texas, 75 degrees out in Kansas City, 80 in Chicago, 77 in Omaha, Nebraska, 79 degrees in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 71 in Great Falls, Montana, it's 63 in Seattle, 50 in San Francisco, 73 in Los Angeles, it's 90 in Las Vegas, 91 out in Phoenix, Arizona 81 in Albuquerque, 79 in Salt Lake City, and 70 in Denver, Colorado. Oh, right, let's look at radar and focusing in on these. Okay, looking at radar, and it shows a line of showers and thunderstorms in west central Quebec from west of Quebec and stretching in northeastern Ontario, and a line of rain showers east of Montreal, Quebec, and stretching all the way up in the northern and western portions of Vermont around Burlington, Vermont, stretching up into upstate and central New York, and stretching on the northeastern portions of Pennsylvania, and then another line of showers and storms stretching from northeastern Ontario, stretching down through Syracuse and around Rochester, New York, and stretching south of Buffalo, and stretching down through northwestern Pennsylvania and northeast of Cleveland, Ohio, and around Lake Erie, and a line of showers and storms stretching off the Jersey and Delaware coast. And this is a line of, we'll focus you on these lines of storms. This is heavy bands of showers and storms stretching from Little Falls, New York, and stretching down to Oneida, New York, and stretching down to northeastern Pennsylvania. And get a time to see where is these storms going to be headed. It's going to be headed towards the east-southeast. So, a line from Albany to Newburgh, you are next to these lines of storms. So this is headed towards Scranton. So Scranton, you're next to these lines of storms. And up to see the Vermont, it's seeing some spotty light rain showers, and these are headed towards the northeast. So this is from Plattsburgh down to Ticonderoga. You are next to these lines of showers and thunderstorms. Elsewhere around the country, this is a line of showers and thunderstorms stretching from central Kansas and stretching down south from western and south central Missouri and down from northern Arkansas down to eastern Oklahoma. Clusters of showers and thunderstorms stretching in the Gulf states, and patchy rain showers around in the western Carolinas and up to western Virginias and down to eastern Kentucky and northeastern Tennessee. Down on the west coast, a batch of rain showers in northern Baja California, Mexico, and stretching down to southern California, and the line of rain showers from southwestern Wyoming and down to northeastern Utah, and the line of rain showers stretching in British Columbia. And patchy rain showers around Saskatchewan, and the line of rain showers in southern Alaska. Alright, take a look at the satellite loop, and it shows a line of clouds stretching from northern New England and up to New York State, and a line of clouds off the Jersey Shore, and the clouds stretching all the way down for Ohio, down for Illinois, and covering much of Missouri, down for southern Iowa, down for northeastern Nebraska, down for Kansas, and the northeast of Oklahoma, and northern Arkansas, and a line of clouds stretching from the Gulf states, and a line of clouds from Baja California stretching up to southern California around San Diego and Los Angeles, and a line of clouds from southeastern Arizona and New Mexico, and patchy clouds around the Four Corner region, and a line of clouds from northwestern Washington State up into British Columbia and western Alberta, and a line of clouds stretching from southeastern Saskatchewan and up into Manitoba. Alright, let us take a look now. What is going on down in the tropics? Okay. Nothing brewing in the Atlantic. And this is Tropical Storm Frank. Settle location, 24 to the north, 150.9 on the west. Bounce the same wind, 65 miles an hour. Movement, 6 miles an hour. And this is poses no threat to land. And Hurricane Georgette. 17 after the north, 127.3 to the west. Max the same winds, 120 miles. So this is a Category 3 storm and movement northwest at 9 miles. So this is going to be no threat to land also. Alright. Look at that. Some weather nuts. It's going to be in the upper 90s for the day, and it's going to be strong afternoon and evening storms. And I'm expecting today's highs to be 81, 92 degrees. Tonight's lows, 64 to 74. And tomorrow's highs, 85, 94 degrees. And these are signs of heat exhaustion. Has just taken that tip from WTNH in New Haven, Connecticut. Here's signs of heat exhaustion. So, headaches, chills or heavy sweating, dizziness, muscle cramps, and rapid or weak pulse. So, these are signs of heat exhaustion. So, if you're going to be out and about on this hot weather, make sure you carry this and drink plenty of water because it's gonna be steamy today and uncomfortable. And make sure you get in an air-conditioned environment if you can't take the heat, like a shopping mall or a movie theater. Alright, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. Oh, first, hazardous weather outlook. As this is going to be dangerous heat and humidity for much of the country. And we are under a heat advisory in effect until 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time this evening as National Weather Service has instructed us issued heat advisory which is in effect until 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time this evening. Location, Northeast Connecticut, northernmost Rhode Island, and much of interior eastern Massachusetts and heating index. Values 95 degrees due to temperatures in the lower mid-90s and 2.65 to 70 degrees. The time this afternoon. Impacts heat-related illness will be possible with overexertion, especially in the sun. A heated advisory means that a period of hot temperatures is expected. A combination of hot temperatures and high humidity will combine a situation in which heat illnesses are possible. Drink these. Yes, yes. Drink plenty of fluids. Stay in an air-conditioned room. Stay out of the sun. And check on relatives and neighbors. Take extra precautions. Either work or spend time outside when possible. Reschedule strength activities to early morning or evening. Know the signs and symptoms of heat exhaustion and heat stroke. No! Wear light-weighted, loose-fitted clothing when possible. And drink plenty of water. To reduce risk during outdoor work, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration recommends scheduled frequent rest breaks in shaded or air-conditioned environments. Anyone uncovered by heat should be moved to a cool and shaded location. The heat stroke is an emergency. Call 911. And in addition to that, we have some severe thunderstorms possible across southern New England this afternoon, needing to be at risk of severe thunderstorms across portions of southern New England this afternoon, needing a line of thunderstorms expected to move into southern New England from the west early this afternoon and hold together as it progresses eastward. It should exit toward the coast by 9 p.m. this evening. The greatest risk of these storms is damaging wind gusts of 60 miles per hour greater, heavy downpours, and dangerous cloudy ground lightning that we threat. Anyone outdoor plans for this afternoon and evening should keep an eye on the sky. Be prepared to move indoors to a place of safety. Remember when thunder wars go indoors. And day 27, Tuesday to Sunday. No hazard weather is expected at this time. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. For tonight, the rest of the afternoon, slight chance of showers and thunderstorms up to 3 p.m. with a 20% chance. Parts south Calvin, 92 degrees. Heat index miles as high as 100. Southward about 79 miles, gusts as high as 21 miles an hour. For tonight, showers and thunderstorms like made before. 11 p.m. thunderstorms pretty severe with pressure after 10 p.m. Otherwise, cloud skies during the early evening and gradual clear skies. Low about 6-7 degrees. South about 6 miles common in the evening. Chance patient 6%. No rainbow amounts less than 10 minutes. 10 miles possible thunderstorms. For today, sunny most clear sky have at 93 about 6 degrees. Winds from about 6 to 10 miles of gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. For Wednesday, sunny most clear sky have at 92 about 66 degrees. Unfavorable wind. For Thursday, most sky skies, chance of showers and thunderstorms up to 3 at most sky skies about high, low at 68 degrees. Chance patient 30%. For Friday, 35% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Otherwise, parts of most skies can have at 84 about 66 degrees. For Saturday, chance of showers at 30% chance. Parts of most skies can have at 82 low at 64 degrees. And for Sunday, chance of showers mostly to parts of the sky have at 83 degrees. Chance patience 40%. Peter, what a phase of the day. It's going to be a hot one in store, so take it easy. That's Peter. You have a good afternoon and with a good positive attitude. And that's me for the Peter Show. New news on this Monday afternoon, 25th of July 2016. Peter, you have a good afternoon, and I'll see you at 4 o'clock for a 4 o'clock report. Have a good afternoon and take it easy. And he